हम कितने क्लासली बैठे हुए हैं और ये पूरे पॉडकास्ट शुरू ही बीप 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 से हो रहा है. Bring immaturity back. People are just taking things too seriously. I think they need to chill it down a little bit. I think everything cannot be so offensive. Yeah. Everything cannot be just the end of life.
I saw this reel. It was you and your sister dancing on Anaconda
yes.
and Boom Bro.
Yes.
Right? Yes. I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. I took that to Sadhika and Sadhika was like, listen, you have to see this.
How much time did it take for you to plan your wedding?
6 months.
6 months.
So many functions. It was like a festival.
Yes, 2 months. I would do it again in a heartbeat. I saw this reel from Malika Duar. Why are we shaming kitties?
हम ऐसा कब सोचने लगे कि वी आर अबव किट्टीज. हमने उखाड़ क्या लिया अपनी किट्टी फॉर्म ना करके या किसी की किट्टी ज्वाइन ना करके.
You will 100% find me starting my own kitties. Give me 3 years.
Do you remember the last thing that you ranted with your girls about?
House help. There's a little meme that's going on. I don't know if you guys are seeing it. There's this couple that's fighting and then the meteor hits. They suddenly realize, oh, life is too short, and then they
start kissing.
hug it out and they kiss it out. And,
Yes.
And I'm like that with life.
We're in a generation where people hardly make it out of the talking stage.
Yeah. Ultimately, pyar dosti is a very overdone concept, but it is the bottom line
But it's so
of this.
confusing because then you make them your friends.
No, baby. You can...
That's why we're saying
It can change.
Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Lipstick versus Mac Ruby Woo.
Yeah.
How was your moment with Rihanna? What was that like? Tell us about that.
It's so... Let me give you some tea. Yes. Only on iDiva. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the South Delhi Girls podcast. Today we have with us a bundle of energy. She advocates body positivity and self-confidence like no other. So much so that if I was ever in a confidence deficit, I'd go to her. Hi Sakshi!
Welcome to iDiva, Sakshi.
I am so happy to be here. I love you. I can't say.
No, you can. You
You
can.
can.
Yeah, you can.
First
Body
line.
positivity and
First
slang
line.
positivity.
Beep it out. I'm so excited to be here, and you guys have fully like pumped me up, like in the whole. I've given you confidence. I love.
Yes, I love it. I think your first introduction to anybody, anybody who watches your content would be fashion is secondary, everything else secondary. Boy,
Vibes.
this is how you're supposed to be. This is how you're supposed to own yourself, right? So I love that about you.
See, it took me a lot of years to be this person, but now that I am this person, like I'm literally never going back, because anything could happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, there's a little meme that's going on. I don't know if you guys are seeing it. There's this couple that's fighting, and then the meteor hits, and it's an AI driven thing. Have you seen it?
Yes.
And
Yes.
the meteor hits, and they suddenly realize, oh, life is too short, and then
And
they
start kissing.
hug it out and they kiss it out. And,
Yes.
And I'm like that with life. I think anything could drop, anything could happen. Look at the world around us right now. Anything could happen.
crumbling.
It's crumbling, and we're responsible for it entirely. Like, I would say that I'm also a part of that, but at this point of time, I think what we can do is we can control our emotions, we can control on how people feel around us, and that's our only responsibility.
Yeah.
And everything else sort of comes secondary.
No, 100%. And first of all, I saw your story yesterday. So happy Mother's Day. If people haven't wished you enough,
I was just
the mother
like,
is here.
you know, this story, by the way.
And she's going all you.
I will
haven't
send you this video. You can play it. I have gone the guts because there were 2 people, only 2 people out of my community who have first thing in the morning, like at some 7 a.m. DM, happy Mother's Day to our ultimate mother, something like that. And the other person has written a whole like text, how I have mothered them, and I don't know this person. And I'm just like, okay, this is too less. Only 2 people messaging me, first thing is too less. More people need to like message me, because I feel like out of all the years I've been on social media, I feel like this motherly energy for like around me.
Absolutely.
For people who are younger than me, and there's a sisterly energy, like a young sister for the people, because I have a huge demographic. Like this makes me go a little insane, because there was this one instance where I'm not even kidding you, there was this one girl who looked at me and started crying, and then I looked on the side, the mother was like crying, and I'm just like, guys, this demographic is insane. They were so emotional.
and the daughter.
Mother and daughter. So I'm just like, a 13-year-old is following me, and then a 50-year-old is following me with as much passion and enthusiasm.
That must infuse you with such pride and glee, right? That, imagine the impact I'm making through generations.
मतलब इतना नहीं सोचती,
Okay.
because I'm I'm going to be honest. Social media is fake. It's fragile. It can go away at any time. TikTok was there and then it's not.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll come back. I don't know.
Yeah.
But Instagram could totally go away. I think I'm just having fun with social media while it lasts. I'm assuming it's going to last forever, but like some things could
never know.
change.
Yeah.
You literally never know.
Yeah.
So I have like 10 backup things. I think it's very important to upskill yourself in life rather than just for one thing, and have extreme confidence. Just as long as you have like unhinged confidence in you that life will work itself out, you can do literally anything. You can actually make me a footballer right now and I'll ace it.
Oh my God, 100%. I can see you, being like a center forward and
I
just
would say
going for it.
Yeah.
You're a
Yesterday I
goal.
was playing pickleball and that was like the third time I might have played pickleball. And they were like, how are you so good? I said, I used to play tennis in school.
Ooh, love that.
So that's why.
Fair enough. But social media could go away tomorrow, but one thing, that wouldn't go away is a great sense of fashion, which
Yes.
you seem to have.
Thank you.
So let's start this, by you decoding your entire look for us. We love what you're wearing. And Radhika and I were just discussing this in the vanity right now that, you've come in with such great energy, but also great look. So
Yeah.
let's decode, what you're
See,
wearing.
I'm always about color and I'm always about homegrown brand. This one is from House of May. It's so beautiful. It feels like a painting. There's like tiger and everything
I love the
on
shirt.
it, and it's palm trees. It's very summer.
Yeah.
Wearing some so fetch earrings and all of this jewelry, like stuff that is in my vanity. This skirt, not the proudest of it, but sometimes we have to get stuff from Zara and H&M. This one's from Zara. It's good for, having those basics. And the heels is from another homegrown brand. So I'm always, at least for most of my outfit, I'm standing homegrown brands. It's something. Also, homegrown brands are the ones that are inclusive. It's so freaking sad. It is 2026. We still do not have enough inclusive brands that are making our sizes. And I'm only a size 16. If we're not even making size 16, I can't even imagine what. And by the way, like a huge part of our population is a size 18, size 20.
Yeah.
How are
Yeah.
they shopping? It's so difficult for them. They are not able to experience the best of fashion. That's what I'm trying to do always with my page anyway. But yeah, I find a lot of things from homegrown brands because they're the ones who are actually legitimately woke. They're actually taking responsibility upon themselves
Yeah.
to make the right choices in showing representation. So that's why I always stand.
And you're doing it so well and like so stylishly. I think I love the fact that you've been into homegrown brands. Radhika was the first person to introduce me to certain homegrown brands in general.
Yeah.
In life in general also, she's my stylist and fashion
Stylist.
guru and critique and everything all rolled into one. So yeah. But if you had to sort of let's do
let's
this one.
borrow
No,
from-
let's actually get into this. I love what is happening here.
wow.
Please tell me, what is it about girl friendships and female friendships that you guys feel are everything?
Aw.
I think Sadhika's the person who's kept me sane. I would have lost my mind if I didn't have Sadhika. I think I was about to. I said this to my father yesterday because this other best friend of mine, she had called me and I was on a call with her for like an hour. And after that, I was like, I have so much work. I need to go to sleep. And he's like, you can talk less. And I was like, listen, had Sadhika's father said this to Sadhika, all the money, all the pocket money you gave me all these years would have gone to therapy. So, please, that is what female friendships are. So, I don't know. There's no other way to describe Sadhika than just say that she's been my human diary.
Yeah. And I think for me and both of us, I know I can say it on behalf of both of us, female friendship is, it's made us realize that the concept of soulmates is actually, meant for connections like these. And some
Yeah.
people, some
And they
people...
can be platonic.
Exactly. And some
Give
people,
me! This is so South Delhi of us, by the way. This is so peak South Delhi.
But I love it. I
Yeah.
love that there are some parts which are South Delhi and they're very nice. And, why not? We're having fun. Let us.
Yeah.
Let us do our little things and everything else. And we recently learned how to clock it.
Yeah, Palak
So-
taught this to us.
Clock it.
Clocking
Yeah,
it,
clock
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Clock it and how Gen Z is doing this.
Oh, what is this?
This I don't know.
I don't even know.
I
I'm just like
don't know.
randomly in the
Please
middle of the
tell us.
day and I'm going to my husband. I'm just like, bhangra pa rahi hai? I'm like, hey, this is what Gen Zs are doing.
Oh my God, I have to love them. And you've obviously met Nishant as well, who gives us all the Gen Z energy right now.
Yeah.
But yes, for me,
पर तुम
friendships
काम
are-
क्यों नहीं करते हो भैंस की आँख?
Yes.
Gen Z को काम क्यों नहीं कर रहा था?
मैं इसकी स्पेशल रील कटवाऊंगी मैं सारी हायरिंग पोस्ट के साथ ये डालूंगी सारी हायरिंग पोस्ट के साथ साक्षी की फोटो और एड्स चलवाऊंगी काम क्यों नहीं हो रहा है
actually, like, I think it happened from the inside of my heart.
Oh my God,
and it just came
seriously.
out.
Seriously.
And we feel the pain. We feel the pain.
You know, on one of this podcast that I was having, somebody was talking to me about finding love and everything, and I was like, वो सब तो ठीक है भाई, लड़का तो मिल जाएगा, साला एक इंटर्न नहीं मिल रहा है आजकल. उस एपिसोड के बाद बहुत सारी मेरे पास एंट्रीज आई.
ये हम कितने क्लासली बैठे हुए हैं और ये पूरे पॉडकास्ट शुरू ही बीप बीप
yeah.
बीप से हो रहा है.
You know, that is exactly what I was gonna say, because, you know, she's like, this is so South Delhi of us, and although you do live in Gurgaon, I was particularly excited for this because, you know, South Delhi is not a demographic, yeah, it's a personality, and
Yeah.
you know, you are personification of that SDG persona, so, you know, I love that for us.
Yeah.
Yes.
You will 100% find me starting my own kitties. Give me 3 years.
Yeah.
We'd love to
I
be
will start.
the first
I
one
will.
in the
I will
pool.
start
Yeah.
full kitty parties. I think the concept. You know, I saw this reel from Malika Duar. I think she posted on a story or a reel or something. Like, why are we shaming kitties?
Yeah.
Kitties were great,
And it's a good
you
social
get a gift
experiment.
at the end of like a month or something.
Yeah.
It's great.
And helps you save.
And unlimited snacks, hello,
Yeah,
during the course of
and
it.
you get to socialize
Yeah, and gossip.
and gossip.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine the number of clients I'd make for my brand if I started doing kitties.
Yeah, exactly. I think you should.
Sakshi, please count us in, huh? Whenever you
Yeah.
start. So, since you're now in Gurgaon and you were born and raised in Delhi, tell us what's the most Delhi thing about you?
I think the most Delhi thing about me is road rage. That's the most Delhi thing about me. I just love it. You can see me going from an emotion of ultimate rage to picking up the call and be like, "Hi, girl," and I might be like, "Ah, what is it?" And it's like, you know, if you can drive in Delhi, you can drive anywhere else in the
Yes.
world.
So we've
it's
been
the
told.
ultimate. I've driven. Everywhere else in the world. I've driven the UK, I've driven the US, I've driven everywhere. And I can confidently say, if you can drive in Delhi, you can drive anywhere in the world.
Wow.
With ease.
Have you ever had those moments where something has happened, maybe an accident or thoda sa lag gaya kuch ho gaya, and you've cried to get out of it, or maybe a challan?
Every single time. Okay, let me tell you about this really fantastic incident of my life, wherein I must be in first year of college, or like I'd just gotten my license, so I must be 18, 19 years old. When do you get your license?
18.
हाँ मतलब उसी
हाँ,
time
हाँ,
पे.
हाँ.
And I was learning how to drive, and I had this, dad had given me the smallest possible car. He's like, कुछ कर लेगी तो Ritz पे हो जाएगा. How privileged of me. Papa's like, जाओ Ritz तोड़ो.
This is purely for you to.
Purely South
Crash.
Delhi. It's so South Delhi. But yeah, like, he had given me this car, and I had gotten into like 3 accidents back to back. Third accident when it happened, a Scorpio banged my car. मेरे पीछे से पूरी गाड़ी टूट गई. I have gotten outside and I have cried to the point there were 50, 70 people around me.
Oh my God.
And I'm just, because I was like, I'm never driving again. And dad has, I've literally called dad, and he's like, what is wrong with you? 3 days, 3 accidents? How is it? मैंने कहा पापा मैं कभी जिंदगी में ड्राइव नहीं करूँगी. मैं next day ड्राइव कर रही थी. So, yes, I have gotten away with crying many times, and it's very genuine. By the way, it's never to show. I am such an easy crier. Like, I can, if I'm angry, I'll cry. I've gotten better with age.
I found a twin.
I've gotten better with age because I just feel like the only person or only living being that's worth your tears is your dog
Oh my God.
or your husband. Like, when Ollie doesn't give me enough attention, I'll cry.
Oh my God.
I'll cry about it.
Yes, tell me about it. I really am finding so many of my traits in you. I am a dog person. I am a crier. Make me angry, I'll cry. Make me sad, I'll cry. Make me happy, I'll cry.
Yeah.
Just name it and I'll cry.
I'll cry.
So, you know.
That is true.
And by the way, like, okay, I have to talk about this. Boys need to get on our side. My husband's constantly telling me, and I can see he's on the verge of crying. Yesterday, he was like, Sakshi, I've been missing you for 2-3 days. We've been together for 2-3 days. 24/7. It's like, Sakshi, I've been missing you for last 2-3 days. I'm like, I'm right here. And he's like choked up till here. And I'm just looking at him, I'm like, you can cry. You want to cry. Just cry. And they're like, मुझसे हो नहीं रहा है. Boys need to get on our side.
Seriously.
They need to understand how good it feels. Doesn't it like feel amazing when you cry?
You feel so much lighter.
Yeah.
You
It's
can
a
get on with your
cleanse.
day. It's like,
Yeah.
it's just one of those things, and now I can move past it.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful detox, I feel, emotional detox.
By the way, I stand the LGBTQIA plus community, like, to the point that I feel like everything good in the world has actually come out of some of the most beautiful women I have legitimately seen in my life are trans women. I am so obsessed with this community. I think every color that they're bringing is so beautiful. The only thing, my only one request is that no matter who you are, what you are as, this world needs more kindness. Just be more kind. That's the only request I have for people. Period.
No, and that's, very well said and very well articulated. Also ahead of the Pride Month as well. I think people have so much to celebrate, whether it's love, kindness, inclusivity, every single thing. And, we need more people like you who champion it.
And the people in power are not celebrating. They're trying to dull us down. They're trying to dull this community down. They're trying to dull every other community because, well, that's what patriarchy, that's what the wrong people in power do to us. We want to express.
Yeah.
And every single time we want to shine and we want to express ourselves and we want to just be happy and live, there's somebody who's going to try and dull the shine. And I think this Pride Month is so much more important because we're not doing it for them. We're not doing it to show. We're just going to simply exist and celebrate our existence.
Yeah. And proudly at that.
Proudly at that.
And while you were talking about expressing, I've realized this one thing about you that you wear your emotions on your sleeve. You know, like people wear their hearts on the sleeve, like Radhika and I.
Yeah.
Probably not anymore because no heart left. But you're one of those people who openly expresses everything, whether it's love or hate or disgust or fashion or interest or curiosity, and which is why probably we loved the way that you sort of had your entire wedding planned and the reels that came on our feed,
It
the
was
ensembles
so
that we saw on
beautiful.
you and
In
everybody.
fact, I have an instance to tell you. So this was when I was consuming your content and I saw this one.
Wars का क्या मतलब है?
No, उस time पे जब शादी का
अच्छा,
content
फिर
था, उस
ठीक है.
time पे था ना.
This
That's
is
what I
while
mean.
I'm consuming.
While every single day. Sakshi.
Yes, absolutely. So amongst the two of us, Sadhika's the dancer and I'm somebody who likes to dance.
Yeah.
So I saw this reel. It was you and your sister dancing on Anaconda and
Yes.
Boom
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I was like, oh my god. I took that to Sadhika. I took my phone to Sadhika and Sadhika was like, listen, you have to see this.
Yeah.
And Sadhika is like in awe. So she's the one who would actually interact with dance reels and save those and recreate those. I'm somebody who likes it and then scrolls past it because I'm not the dancer. But then I actually took that video to her. I was like, do you think we can ever do this? I love this. This is so cool. And I think a week from then, we were all dining at the same place. You and us. It was my birthday eve. We were at Becketer.
Oh my God,
Yes.
Sakshi was there.
Yes, Sakshi was there. So you were with Deeksha and Kritika. And you were at the other table and we were at the other table. And this video of yours was playing in my head. I was like, but I'm a little socially awkward, right? So in that moment, every part of me wanted to just come to you and say that, listen, I saw your reel and I loved it. You were so fab. That one reel for me, of all the wedding reels that you put out, just stood out for me. So it was amazing.
It's made it to a bucket list, whenever one of us gets married, we just know that, okay, there's this one song that we need to recreate on our Sangeet.
And I'll tell you why. Because that song, by the way, that was, do you remember, like, Baby's Got Back?
Yeah.
That was the song. I used to play and dance to that song because it's a iconic Friends
Yes,
moment.
right, when they were trying to
make the baby
baby
laugh.
laugh, yeah.
And I would do that to my first nephew. So when my first nephew was born, me and Manvi would do this. And we had a sister. This was a core memory. That's why we ended up using that song. And Bumbro was the song that we performed so many times when we were in school. Manvi is like 8 years elder to me, but we still used to do these dance performances back in the day. And those two songs meant something to us. So we went to our choreographers and we were like, okay, these are the two songs that mean so much to us. Can we please do something on these songs? And there was another song. Le gayi.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and that was Manvi's core memory song. So I was like, I'm getting married. I'm not performing on any of the songs that don't hold absolute, sentimental value to me. So it was not about performing for anybody. Yeah. We ended up doing an IFA performance. It was endless. And I got so much by the way, after a point, I started getting hate online because they were like, how much have you danced at your own wedding? I'm like, ये तो मेरी शादी है, तो मैं decide करूँगी ना मैं कितना.
Exactly. People are just too vela. I must say that, why? How can you crave on somebody else is dancing to their own wedding and to their
Yeah,
own tune?
yeah,
I think
yeah.
I love a good story. This was a great one.
Yeah. Okay, so since your wedding was such a, moment, and it was so beautifully planned, and I think you've achieved everything that a bride is supposed to achieve so beautifully. Why don't you impart some wedding bridal wisdom to our brides to be? So I'll just throw some questions at you, and maybe you give your answers.
Yes.
3 places to shop your bridal lehenga from.
मैं क्या बताऊँ मुझे अनाइटा श्रॉफ स्टाइल क्या था मैं सही but I would say that definitely like there are so many wedding content creators right now who are literally recommending you brands on budget, designers on budget, and designers for a particular theme occasion. So definitely follow those pages. I stand a good content creator who's talking about weddings. Second is definitely I'd say if you are on a budget and you want to replicate another, which I don't get it why you would want to replicate another designers, then Chandni Chowk is it. But I personally am not such a Chandni Chowk fan. I am very much about Mehrauli.
Of course, South
So South Delhi. Or Shapurjat's great as well.
Yeah.
You can actually
Yeah.
find, but more than anything, I think do your research work on Instagram and then go to their store.
Any 3 pre-bridal treatments you think a girl can go for?
I've spoken about this so many times. You don't have to change your entire routine just for your one big day. Trust me, you will end up having like 10 new acne. It's going to be a disaster. I think be yourself, do your own thing till the very last day. Don't introduce 10 new products just because you want to have Korean skin. It's not going to come in 10 days. I think it's a lot to do with genes. What's working out for you, do that. And whatever treatments you might want to have, do it 10 days before. Actually, the biggest advice that I will give, and that's something that I have given it to myself and I actually implemented it, is that I stopped caring about the world 10 days before. And I took a very conscious decision just 10 days before. You don't need to quit work, quit your life like a month to just because I'm planning a wedding or I'm in my bridal phase, I'm going to like let go of life. It's not important. I think I stopped working maybe 3-4 days. But as soon as I stopped working, through all of my wedding functions, I was so present. I really wanted to enjoy the wedding for myself. One main piece of advice is that I know it's very difficult to not think about your relatives and what they might be thinking and how you're supposed to look like a bride, how you're supposed to behave like a bride. Like, these are all of the very real things that brides feel. But I would just like to tell you that when you look back, you will be so upset that you were so shy and darivi, sehmivi, or not yourself on your wedding day, because that's a celebration of love between you and your partner and between the families. Baki sab bhad mein gaye. Literally, your immediate family, your parents, and the two of you. That's it. Mostly the two of you.
I love this advice so much.
Yeah, like don't think about what Nani, Bua, Tai is going to be talking about.
And Fufa ji.
Cleavage, Fufa ji. Arey yaar. I come from a Punjabi household. Okay? Even though my family is very, very okay with everything, the rest of my family is, I would want to say, as conservative as Punjabi families, any other family is. Right? I kissed my husband as soon as my Varmala was done. On the lips, I'm not talking about on the cheeks. And I celebrated that. I said, this is my wedding day. I'm celebrating being with this guy for the last 15 years. I'm going to be in the moment. Yeah, touch wood on that.
Yeah.
Boys, it's so difficult to get a good boy. I am so grateful.
Yeah, tell us about it.
I'm
Both of
so
us are singles.
grateful.
And for a second there, when you were talking about that, just the two of you, it could just be the two of us. Because clearly not finding.
Can I just sit here and tell you, manifest a good boy for you, but manifest a great girlfriend. Your girl partner
Equally important.
is so important. Like right now, a lot of the stuff that I get into or emotions that I'm feeling, boys can't. I don't mean to hate on, I'm not going to sit here. I think I have great men in my life. But there's something about just the way girls look at you and how you look back at them. They get it. You don't even have to say what you're feeling. They get it. Boys, उनको देख रहे होंगे, हम बताने की कोशिश कर रहे होंगे. उनको लग रहा होगा बटर चिकन, चिली चिकन.
Exactly,
फीफा. अरे यार उसने वो गोल मार दिया. अब IPL चल रहा है. आज किसका मैच है? उनका bound. But it's that also, by the way, I'm sometimes a bit like envious of that as well. Like just being so carefree, and we're like overthinkers. Girls overthink to the extremities.
Which is why we need good girlfriends, because, we need to balance it out. Overthinking needs to be balanced out with oversharing and, over talking, so that there is a balance out there. So as much as I understand and root for male friendships,
Yeah.
I think female friendships are just a whole different world.
Yeah.
And we all love it.
But girls gotta chill.
That is
Girls,
that is
we gotta
true as
chill.
well.
We gotta chill.
That is true.
Do you remember the last thing that you ranted with your girls about?
I can't even say it. Okay, let me say it.
Can be a broad
Let me
topic
say
you
it.
can give. Huh.
House help.
अच्छा गुड़गांव girly ना, we get it. Yes.
बस उतना ही बोलूंगी मैं, उससे ज्यादा मैं बात नहीं कर सकती.
पता चले दीदी भी देख रही है.
That.
उन्होंने मना कर दिया. हाँ. This one time I was sitting and having lunch in office only, and somebody came and told me that their house help has more followers than they do. And I'm
Love
like,
that for the house help.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the best thing about social media. Everybody has a voice.
So since you've just mentioned that you've been with your partner for 15 years before you got married to him, we're in a
We've
world...
just completed 15 years. Before I got married to him, it was 12 years.
Oh, how beautiful. So it was a long-term
Yeah.
relationship.
Now
And
we're on
then-
our third year.
Lovely.
Lovely. And then you also he's the love of your life, and you married the love of your life after dating for more than a decade, 1.5 decades now. We're in a generation where people hardly make it out of the talking stage.
Yeah.
Any piece of advice you'd want to give to people who are single and who don't know how to navigate relationships and convert it into a long-term
Affair.
affair? Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you, start by one thing, okay? Everybody has their pros and cons. Everybody. You can't change some parts of the person. You have to accept compromise, You have to find a potential friend, best friend in the partner. If you're able to tap that, I can be best friends, I can talk to this person for the rest of my life, you'll find love there. Because ultimately, pyar dosti is a very overdone concept, but it is the bottom line
But it's so
of this.
confusing, because then you make them your friends.
No, baby, you can...
That's why we're single.
It can change.
She's like,
It
"That's
can
why we're
change.
single."
It
Yeah.
can change. And get the boy to love you more a little bit more than you love them. I think that's the biggest piece of advice,
Yeah.
because women tend to fall so hard, so deep through the years. Their level of commitment is just next level. And I'm not generalizing it, but at least most of the women that I've seen, they just fall harder through the years. They commit themselves. So it's very important to start with a boy that loves you a little bit more.
Yeah. No, that's controversial, but we 100% agree with
I
that.
do
Yeah.
agree with that. I do
Yeah,
agree.
I do too. Yeah, that's something that my mom has told me.
Yeah.
That, and your mom also has told me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raghav would just sometimes I'd just be looking, I swear to God, I have puffy eyes, my hair is messed, it's dying, and I have stains on my, the very old t-shirt that we
Yeah,
all love.
yeah.
And I was just looking at me she's the most beautiful woman in the world. And yeah, that's why I just feel okay, thank God. Thank God I made that choice.
nice is
Because that's actually love.
Yeah.
When you can love the other person
In their
through the
entirety.
times, in whatever they look like, and still sort of accept them, that's true love. And that comes from friendship. So that's really the biggest piece of advice, that find friendships and expectation. This is something that I'm speaking to a lot of my single girlfriends. They're okay, on the third meeting, there are a lot of life questions exchanged. How are you having those life questions exchanged in the third meeting? Would you want to live with your parents? Would you want to... These questions are important, but at least find that person to be a potential match first before those questions are bombarded. I think people are sort of rushing into feeling is this long term, and bringing a lot of anxiety. Okay, how would we start? All the people who have long term relationships, they started with just being comfortable with that person.
Yeah.
I can go to cafe with you, I can do a cold coffee scene with you. That anybody who started dating from school, उनके लाइफ में यही होता था. वो नहीं सोचते थे कि आगे चल के तुम्हारा एम्बिशन कैसा होगा, तुम्हारी जॉब कैसे होगी, तुम कितने पैसे कमा रहे हो. सो आई जस्ट फील डेटिंग नीड्स टू बी एंड आई कैन ओनली स्पीक एंड व्हाट आर माय वर्ड्स. मैं एक ही इंसान के साथ थी और एक इंसान से शादी कर लिया. बट एटलीस्ट समथिंग दैट आई कैन सी इज दैट आई थिंक कीप डेटिंग अ बिट चिल, ब्रिंग फन बैक, bring adventure back, travel with that person if you can. Try to have those little moments. and then see where that goes.
No, that actually makes sense. Suddenly, I have a lot of respect for, what's your favorite color questions. Because I think we get too serious on dates sometimes, with questions
Yeah, do
like,
painting, go to a dog cafe together.
oh my God.
See how he is with dogs, see how he is with the waiters, what he orders, how he treats you, like, in those raw
Yeah,
moments.
I doubt I'll see anybody other than dogs. in the dog cafe, but yes, must go.
But if he's looking at you over the dogs, that's when you know.
That is true. It's actually so beautiful sometimes to sit with people and who are in happy relationships because it just reaffirms your faith in love. Because a lot of times, certain people in instances, they make us question it a lot. But, moments like these, they reaffirm your faith without you seeking it out.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah.
Since we have an expert with us, which is you, Sakshi, we are going to play a nice little fun game for you. Are you ready for it?
Yes.
Okay, energy is high?
Yes.
Perfect. This is called brands to pick from when you're going for. Okay?
Okay.
Date night.
Date night. Sameer Madan. I love. Picante, Studio Picante. Date night. I have blanked. Demi.
Ooh.
Demi.
Very
Yes.
interesting. Very interesting. Okay, beach holiday.
Beach holiday. House of May. Shivan and Naresh. And I think I'd go for H&M and Zara. There.
They make a
Easy.
comeback.
Easy.
Okay, chalo. We'll quickly do another game. This is very fashion coded.
Yes.
But this is specific, so you'll be able to. So this or that, fashion rapid fire. An Hermes Birkin or a classic Chanel flip bag.
A Chanel.
Okay.
Yeah. But there is no comparison. You've put very difficult two bags. Very difficult. Like
That was
I
the
would
plan.
Birkin, come on. Give me a Birkin now. I am as obsessed about a Birkin as Alex Kansani. Like her life revolved around getting a Birkin. Mine do too. But I'm a very strong Chanel girl.
Aw. Loyalty. See, that's where the
Loyalty.
loyalist
Loyalty.
comes in.
This is why this question was here, because any other person would just pick Birkin in a heartbeat, right? Even if they don't know the history of a Birkin and how difficult it is to get a Birkin.
I know, baby.
so.
I know.
But then that's
Yeah.
where the personality kicks in.
Yes.
Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick.
Yes.
Classic.
Yes.
Cult
I'm
favorite.
wearing it right now.
Oh, lovely.
Versus Mac Ruby Woo.
Charlotte. But kya yaar? Again. But you know what? There is one particular lipstick by Fenty. I'm forgetting the name of it. It's a red. That's the red that I wore on my wedding. If you try that red, every other red fails.
I've saved that reel actually. It is by Fenty. It is deep red. I think it's very pigmented.
It's so lovely.
Okay, lovely.
Yeah, I'm so grateful that you didn't put that. But Charlotte Tilbury, I just feel like Pillow Talk medium. It's just one of those shades, like I've mixed it. You can mix it a lot.
Yeah. No, I also have it and I use it all the time. So I'm with you on this. Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk is beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah. A Dior lip glow oil or your Fenty Gloss Bomb Universal Lip Luminizer.
Fenty.
Fenty? You're a Fenty girl?
I'm a very big Fenty
She's
girl.
a Rihanna girl.
She a Riri girl.
Yeah. How was your moment with Rihanna? What was that like? Tell us about that.
It's so, let me give you some tea.
Yes.
Only on iDiva. Like, legitimately, everybody at the party, there was, I came to know at the end of the party at 3 a.m. that there was a rumor that was going on that Sakshi has just shot with Rihanna and she's just come back. I didn't shoot with Rihanna.
Such a great rumor.
Yeah, that's such a great rumor. Yeah. And like at least 15, 20 people at different points in the time just like, how was meeting Rihanna? And I'm like, think what you think. I'm going to let you. But I wish I met Rihanna. I wish. She's so OG. She's given us the line, fake it till you make it, honey.
She's a wife. And she gave us that line that, why would you want to show up with puffy eyes? And, who wants that?
Who wants that?
Exactly. I'm like, oh my God, love you.
Yeah, I love Riri.
Yeah, and I love her because apparently, the rumor has it that she smells amazing all the time. And I'm a big fragrance fan. Like, for me...
What's your favorite fragrance?
Versace Bright Crystal.
Yeah.
I really like that. Libre, YSL. a fragrance that I would like to gatekeep, which is my signature fragrance, but I'll just say it.
Yeah.
It's Obsession by Calvin Klein.
That's amazing.
It is so good. It's not a
I've tried
luxury
it.
fragrance, but it's so
It's
good.
so good.
It enters the room before you enter it, and not everybody can carry it because it's a very strong fragrance. It's not your very girly. And also, speaking of girly and breezy, Light Blue by Dolce & Gabbana. Love it. It's for like perfect
She
for a
knows
summer
her
day.
fragrance.
She knows her fragrance.
She
I just know
knows.
one which I
Collector.
recently gifted myself on my birthday. It is JPG. You've also been a JPG girl.
Yes.
It's La Mel Elixir and then La Bose also. So I think both
They're
of them I
both
just love.
amazing. They're both amazing.
Yeah.
You know, it's so fantastic. Like, can you imagine a girl who started her content because she wanted to talk about fashion as a curvy girl? Not even that. Like, I just wanted to talk about fashion. And then I became like that curvy girl fashion person. And then I became like a global person. Not fashion, not nothing. And then all the people that, you know, these brands, like, I went to the freaking Grammys.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that happened in my life where they saw all the possible content the creators, because anybody would have said yes. It's the Grammys. Nobody would have said no. They went through they're like, okay, if you're taking one creator from India, it has to be this creator. What did they see in me? Personality.
Yes, you go, girl.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Jean-Paul Gaultier, like,
Exactly.
I am so JPG girl.
Yeah.
I love that brand. They really, really believe in their hardcore soul, believe in inclusivity.
Yes.
And that's something that resonated so deeply with me.
Yeah.
So that happened. And so many more things are going to happen this year, which will blow your mind and your socks off. But I can't reveal anything on this podcast just yet. But I will give the exclusives.
Very excited. Very excited. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned.
Yes. But you know, it is so lovely to see the positivity with which you carry on your life in general. And I'm sure there are moments, where you also must feel down. And that is the part that probably people don't get to see as often.
Yeah.
So, if you have to give a piece of advice for all the women who deal with low self-confidence on certain days, what is that piece of advice that you love to give to them?
I deal with low self-confidence every other day. So, should that stop our life? Should that stop us? You know what it is? Actually, when Riri said you can fake it till you make it is my ultimate reality in life. It doesn't matter what's happening on the inside. What matters is what's happening on the outside. People can take your energy the way that you're presenting it to them. If you're going to be underconfident, they will... Oh my God, they will use it in the worst possible way. They will really hog on to that insecurity. Because people love when you show a little insecurity to them, a little weakness to them, they love hogging on that. So I'm just like, you will never see any part of weakness from me. No. That's for me. That's me and my head and my heart. You don't get to see it and you don't get to exploit it. So even if you're feeling something on the inside, go to therapy.
Yeah.
Figure it out there.
Yeah.
But don't show it to the world. Do it anyway. Do it scared, do it hungry, do it sleepless. Do it anyway.
And cry if you must, like you've already mentioned.
Yeah.
But, in front of the world, I think you go for it.
Yeah. And don't cry in front of people. In the sense that, like, the people who don't wish the best for you, don't cry in front of them. Because they'll see that as a weakness. And I think crying is the biggest strength. People who can cry have just another level of strength in them. Because the second they stop crying, which is barely in 2 minutes, the second they stop crying, they can do whatever else.
Yeah, it's
you
all
can
for
you
you.
can put them in front of the... You know how many times I have gone on big ass shoots after I've had a crying session and nobody will even come to know.
Yeah, and I must imagine that, when you lost your bags also, you were traveling for Cannes.
I made a Cannes debut after that debacle. It was a... I was going to say that, but it was... Imagine having 4 team members flown down. It's expensive.
Yes.
Money. You spend money to be in Cannes.
Ka-ching.
Ka-ching. It was too much ka-ching in the loss.
Yeah.
And I lost all my bags. I didn't even have a night suit to wear. And
Worst
thankfully
nightmare.
it was literally the worst nightmare and I got through it. And you know what that shows? That shows perseverance.
No.
Unhindered belief.
Is this another Gen Z thing that we don't know about?
I don't know.
It's actually...
I'm millennial. I'm so millennial. It must feel so awkward when I do this.
She's
This
admitting
a lot.
also.
This I don't know. This I have to learn. This I have to learn.
This has to be, but I have to ask that, going through a wedding and going through everything, all the ups and downs that come with planning a wedding, does that make you, braver and, ready for everything else that comes your way?
I can negotiate with everybody.
Yeah.
I'm the best negotiator in the world. I'm better than my dad and my father-in-law and every man in the family combined.
Oh, wow.
That's what I
love the way you said it.
That's my takeaway from planning this wedding.
Oh my God, we totally agree. How much time did it take for you to plan your wedding?
6 months.
6 months. Wow.
My God, it looked
Wow.
like,
6 months,
6 months of planning. It
Yeah,
looked like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
It was so good, so good. So many functions. It was like a festival.
Yes, 2 months.
An ongoing.
I would do it again in a heartbeat. जब मैंने by the way wedding content किया था तब बहुत सारे लोग ऐसे wedding content करते नहीं थे, ठीक है? I was one of the first few people who, and I never thought about. I was having fun.
Yeah.
I hired a great. That's the thing. I spent so much money on getting a great team.
Yeah.
And great people to make content. And I'm just like, I'm gonna have fun. You shoot whatever you want. You create whatever you want on it, and then we'll post it. So hire good teams.
Yes.
You know,
And
I
don't do it for social. Like okay, this is such a controversial. Do what you want to do. I'm all up for it. But like, some people are doing very trendy transitions that are very moment specific. You're wasting like 15 minutes of your time on days that will literally never come back. Like you could be having fun, and that could become a reel.
Yeah.
Instead of doing,
Yeah.
that I don't get. Very controversial. Maybe we'll have to cut this
No,
out.
but very, very fair and honest.
Yeah,
very, very honest. And you know what?
I don't
Even
get
if you
it.
got followers through your wedding content, I personally don't see a problem with it, because the way I look at it is, because wedding content works for almost everybody. There are followers, there are content creators who are like very newbies and they're like just starting their journey, but suddenly a wedding and they're all over. I see it as a good sign, because the reason people still interact with wedding content is because love is still in, guys.
Yes.
Love is still in. People
Yes.
are celebrating union. They, we interact with things that we want for ourselves, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, look at it that way. I don't understand why it's a bad thing, celebration of love, because we are unfortunately in a generation where being chalant and wanting love is seen as not cool. But yeah, this is a sign that love is still cool. Yeah, so I love it. I love it. And speaking of your wedding, Sakshi, you had a Nayata Shroff style you. Dolly Jane draped you. Right? What it's like to work with such big people in the fashion world. Of course, you're one of the very big people in fashion world as well. But did young Sakshi ever think that she'd be working so closely with these kind of people?
Young Sakshi didn't know that I would have this life. So let's not talk about young Sakshi, but the Sakshi who had a little thought in her knew. I know the big things. I know it. I've worked for it. It's not come to me because luck. It's hard work and it's strategy and it's life and it's learning. And the fact that fashion people can be really smart people.
Yeah.
Fashion girlies are not dumb girlies
Not at
as,
all.
as
Not
what
at
people
all.
think.
No, no,
Yeah.
no. Not at all.
So I run a full business. What do you mean? Like I knew the chance, and plus actually these things. Let me restart and rephrase this. The reason why these people, such goats of the industry, like dream people. Actually, there's nobody bigger that I could have worked with, in terms of styling me. Like Anita Shroff styled me, and a month later she was styling Isha Ambani for the Ambani wedding. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
what is even happening? She is extraordinarily a beautiful woman, but she also have a lot of faith in me as a human being and as a person. So it's almost like two really good, amazing people sort of came together, and she believed in me. I believe so immensely in her, and that's why it happened. And it's again, it all boils down to your body of work. If that impresses such goat women, then they'll more than happily work with you, I feel.
Yeah. You must be so proud of yourself to have come such a long way and have earned such,
Longer way to go.
moments. Of course,
Much,
longer way
much
to go.
longer way to go.
Yeah. What's one thing that you wanna, you wanna achieve this year?
I want to achieve. Can I give you a short answer and a true answer?
Yes.
Peace. I have not had peace in my life, mentally, emotionally, physically, in a very, very long time. And I think that's what I'm chasing now. I've gotten happiness, I've gotten sadness, but there is piece of where you are in your life is something that I have not been able to achieve. And I don't know if I'm finding the usual way of attaining that. Can I be okay in who I am with the chaos that I have inside me? Just being okay with that is what I'm chasing.
That's the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
I think every bone in our body also relates, because
Yeah.
I think that is somewhere lost in the noise.
Yes.
You know, chasing our tangible goals. I think this is one of the intangible things that we forget to chase. More love to you, more power to you, more peace to you.
You
This
guys
has
were
been
amazing.
such a beautiful episode. I don't think we've shot a more girly episode, is what I'd say. If I have to define this episode, it'd be like, it was a girly episode. It was
a
so
girl's girl.
SDG coded.
Girl.
Oh my god. I absolutely love this energy. We love talking to you. I think you've done
What is
justice
this,
to
TJ?
South Delhi girls.
Acha, acha.
Very SDG coded, very on brand. Wow, and
I
you know,
cannot believe I have asked that question. The guts.
That is still better. This one time my intern said, thank you, SM. And I was like, what is SM? And she's like,
So much. I knew that. Clock it.
Yes. So, you know,
I
you're
felt
doing much
so
better than me
old.
right now.
I felt so old doing that.
Imagine I did not know SM. You're good.
do you know RN?
Right now.
Yes. Girl, you didn't know this.
Yeah, this
No,
I
this
also
we
don't
didn't
know. ये भागड़ा ही लग रहा है, but चलो we'll figure it out. This in 6, 7 and you know all those other terms that Gen Zs keep throwing at us. We'll keep learning, and I think you've done justice to.
एक सेंटेंस ही बोल लो. जेंजी की पूरी बात ना ऐसा फुल स्टॉप के साथ बोल लो. हैं मतलब ये SM SM
हाँ, वो तो टाइम सेव कर रहे हैं ना दूसरी
बोल लो
abbreviations
ना.
ढूंढने के लिए.
ये के की जनरेशन क्यों चल रही है?
Seriously.
Oh God, I love it. I love it. Like I said, guys, she's a bundle of energy. You guys have seen it. You know, it's not just the reels. She's like that. She's like that. And we love this episode so much, Sakshi. Thank you so much. Just one last thing before we let you go.
Yes.
Because we know you're a very busy girl. This year, if you have to complete this sentence, please complete it for me. This year, I've stopped apologizing for.
I want to stop apologizing for unknowing mistakes at work. You know?
Yeah.
Some immature mistakes at work. Bring immaturity back. I want to stop apologizing for saying clock it. No, but I want to stop apologizing for like the day-to-day mistakes. I think people are just taking things too seriously. I think they need to chill it down a little bit. I think everything cannot be so offensive. Everything cannot be just the end of life.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you cry, sometimes you say something. It's fine.
Yeah.
See the bigger picture. My heart is pure. It's white. With a little color, with a little rainbow. You know?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is I'm gonna, like always, every year, I'm gonna not apologize for being myself.
Love it.
Beautiful. An answer as beautiful as you are.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sakshi. It was wonderful having you here. And I hope you guys also enjoyed watching this episode. Write down in the comments what was your favorite part, and we will come back to you.